What's up, guys? Today we have a review on the Bear Creek Arsenal full upper assembly. Um, this is chambered in 50 Beowulf or 12.7 by 42. It is a big ass round. If you're watching this video, you already know how big they can be and what 5.56 obviously looks like, because no one just jumps into the AR-15 game to a 50. So there will be a shooting portion of this video, but just for right now, because it's fucking freezing out, I'm not trying to talk too much at the range. I'm just going to go through the gun with you a little bit, like the specs, little tidbits here and there. So we'll start from the front. So there is your flash hider, muzzle brake, whatever you want to call it. Does it do a good job? I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know. So I haven't put on the tanker muzzle brake because I haven't bought it yet, but it will be on there. All right, then you have this nice M-lock rail system. Have a little bit of right there as well. You have this little front section. I guess you could put your front sight on there, but I'm not going to put any backups or fronts on here at all. The quality of firearm from when I first bought Bear Creek to now has went up significantly. So the gas block, where the fuck are you? So the gas block has those little set screws, and every Bear Creek that I bought before, they've walked out pretty much immediately. So with this, I actually tested it before I even shot this, because I've shot this firearm. This isn't like a brand new firearm. Yeah, they've walked out, and I was like, made my gun into a single action. Like, I had to rack the gun every single time I wanted to fire because the gas block wasn't lined up with the barrel, so gas was just getting expelled wherever. These screws as well, they were not cinched down on the old Bear Creek. They're cinched down now. They're awesome. This is, as you can see, a side charger. Now, once again, I say it in every one of my videos, everything that you're seeing is reversed. So this is my left hand, not my right hand. All right. So going back, this is a Firefield. This isn't the XL. This is the one below it. But it works great. I thought it was going to shit itself on 50 Beowulf because of the recoil, but it didn't. It has 4 mode settings, 4 different crosshairs for it. You can go plain red dot or other bullshit you can finicky around with. So, as you did see, this has a stock on it. This is a Form 1 gun. Do not buy a 10.5-inch barrel like I have here and slap a stock on here, because if you get hemmed up, it's not my fault. I told you don't do it. Whatever. If you have a 16-inch barrel or longer, then yeah, you could throw a stock on here, call it quits. This is on a PSA lower. Nothing special. Has a mil-spec trigger, mil-spec everything on this thing. So as I was saying before, this is a side charger. You would think that this little guy would give you issues, because that you need to take that off to take the charging handle off and slide it out of the back of the rifle, right? You also have this thing too. This thing needs to come off to take out your charging handle. I'm not going to fully disassemble this firearm right now because I'm about to go to the range and everything's lubricated. So this little part has got to be flush. It doesn't have to be cinched down because there is a rubber gasket in there that it will start ballooning if you over tighten it. So just right there is fine. It could be loose. As long as that flat part goes onto your lower like that, you'll be good to go. All right. So now we are going to get into something that is extremely controversial in the 50 Beowulf community, and that's what mags you could run with this. Alexander Arms, the creator of the name 50 Beowulf, they actually have designated AR-15 style magazines for the 50 Beowulf round. This is a PMag. I highly suggest you not use these with a 50 Beowulf upper. All right. or 50 Beowulf at all. In here, it's like they're trying to stack, double stacked, and it actually expands the magazine. So when you're trying to put it in the firearm, okay, it is a bitch. Oh, let me see something. Gosh, she's a bitch. And it won't drop free. Now, what I do suggest you get are the steel box frame. This is from a Radical Arms AR-15. So I'm going to show you that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the follower sometimes gets stuck. So 9 rounds there, and it got that stuck. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw 10 rounds in here. 2, 3, 4. It's like kind of loading like a shotgun shell into a shotgun magazine. These fucking rounds are massive, and these are 350 grain bullets from Alexander Arms. They're flat nose. They're awesome. I would not shoot any further than 200 yards with this, but at 50 yards and 100 yards, she does perfectly fine. All right, so we threw 10 rounds in here, right? Not joking. She pops out perfectly fine. Good to go. And this is with the bolt closed. With the bolt open, it's even easier. There she is. So, technically speaking, you can have 11 rounds in here. 1 in the chamber, 10 in the magazine. Go with the steel magazines. Go with these steel magazines. They are fucking awesome, and they work great. And you can see the difference when you look down. They just want to line straight up. Just straight up and down, single stacked. Normal 30 round magazines for 5.56, 10 rounds for 50 Beowulf. What else is there to say? Oh, the most important part. Which I learned fucking real quick with the 50 Beowulf. So I have, let me drop the damn bolt. I have a lot of AR-15s, chambered in different calibers, 308, so on and so forth. And I really didn't need to change out the buffer spring. But with 50 Beowulf, you need to change out the buffer spring because you'll come into a lot of problems if you're using the carbine weight buffer spring. I think it's like a 3.5 or something like that. So I went to... Come on, you dirty whore. Always hate doing this damn thing. So now I got that whole situation sorted out. I went with the Arma spec. Come on. Come on. Okay, whatever. You can see it in here. It'll be kind of a bitch to take out the whole thing. But this is like a silent or a silent capture spring kind of thing, but it's weighted. And if you go on their site, they'll have a list of how heavy a buffer should be for what caliber, and specifically they have this buffer for 458 SOCOM, 450 Bushmaster, and 50 Beowulf. Do not run a carbine length buffer or a 3.5 ounce buffer with this system. This will fuck you so bad. I had so many problems. It was ridiculous. And the felt recoil, it felt like 3-inch Magnum shells hitting you in the fucking shoulder every single time. So the last thing I want is for the bolt face to constantly slam home as hard as it possibly can. But with this buffer system, amazing. The recoil is down a lot, which you'll about to see real quick when I go to the range, but it's an amazing system. I used to, oh, there we go. I used to run JP silent capture springs. But not saying that there was anything wrong with them, but they kind of got expensive. So I got this silent capture or recoil buffer thing for $85. You go on JP silent capture springs, they're like 180 something to over $200. I was like, yeah, fuck that. So on top of that, with the reduced recoil and so on and so forth, you don't get the cheese grater sound. You just get that nice metallic clink when it goes home. I think that's all I have to say. Yeah, she's awesome. So let me head out to the range, let you guys see some of these rounds go down range. I'm only shooting 11 rounds because these shits are expensive as fuck. Close to $2 a piece. So let's go do it. All right, guys, we're here. I'm not going to shoot too far. That's about maybe 10, 15 yards away. We got a cardboard silhouette. I'm going to shoot at the head and show you what grouping you can get. I'm shooting offhand. Once again, these are 350 grain Alexander Arms 50 Beowulf. I have one already in the firearm, and there's 10 in here. So before, when I used to shoot the firearm with this magazine, there was no jams, no nothing. So we'll just see if today wants to play stupid. So after I shoot, I'm gonna go down range and show you guys what accuracy you can get from 15 yards. I mean, it's nothing special, but also show you the functionality of the firearm. I can't see the damn camera. Here, I'll hold it like this so you guys can see the ejection pattern. Gotta make sure my thumb doesn't get fucking smashed in. Alright, we're on target. Alright, there's a failure right there. Alright, failure to feed. Oh shit, okay, you guys can still see. Alright, she locks back. So she never had a failure to feed before. That's weird. But let's go down and see the target. So like I said, this is like 15 yards. This ain't shit. But it's just a little grouping for you guys. That's what you're going to get. You could see, obviously, your little 5.56 is your little 9mm, so on and so forth, and then you have your 50. So I know these two, I fucking pulled the shit out of them. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I pulled that. But yeah, you get a nice little grouping. So if you're using it for home defense, I mean, it's a little extreme because the round was meant to fucking destroy an engine block. If you're going to use it for home defense, I highly suggest you get the hollow points. Maybe it'll slow it down after it goes to a soft target. But it's accurate. It functions very well. That one failure to feed, I've never had that happen before. But then again, I've only put about 40 rounds through there. And then as of today, it's like 51 rounds. But she never did that before. Maybe she's still getting broken in or whatnot. But that's it, guys. So there's your 50 Beowulf, BCA upper. Nothing exploded. Nothing broke. As you can see in the video, maybe not. The recoil doesn't feel terrible. It really doesn't. It feels like a 12 gauge target load. So we'll leave it at that. She locked back. She's happy. So see you guys in the next video.